Hey everyone, it's Miss Lester, and here we are for week 3 for March Vocabulary Alley. All right, well, let's look and see what context clues we can use to try and figure out the meaning of a certain word. Let's go ahead with number 1. I saw a blank of cats in the alley outside of my apartment. There were so many of them. Well, let's think of a blank of cats. And if there's a lot of them, well, we know we've got a lot of cats, maybe a group of cats. So let's see what word we can use that matches a lot or a group of. A bunch. I saw a bunch of cats in the alley outside of my apartment. There were so many of them. Awesome. Now, a bunch, you can say like a bunch of grapes or a bunch of bananas. So it basically is just a group of things together. Okay. Let's look at the next one. This one says, my dad will blank me on the trip to the Washington, D.C., so I won't have to go alone. Well, if we're not going alone, then I think my dad will probably go with me, right? So if he's going to go with me onto the trip, let's see, another word to go with me is accompany. My dad will accompany me on the trip to the Washington, D.C., so I won't have to go alone. Accompany. Number 3, the man found blank in knowing his dog was not badly hurt. It made him feel so much better. Well, we already know, looking at feeling so much better. So the man found, maybe happiness or relief. So it's just like the man found relief in knowing his dog was not badly hurt. So our word today, I just hit the wrong button, would be comfort. Now we know comfort as maybe if you're going to comfort somebody because they feel bad, so you like give them a hug. But there's another way to use the word comfort. And so the man found comfort, which is kind of like relief, in knowing his dog was not badly hurt. It made him feel so much better. The next one is, all right, the rocket will blank at noon tomorrow. Be sure to be on time if you want to see it take off. Well, here's a big clue right here. When you see the word take off, okay? So the rocket will take off at noon. It will go into the air. And what's a good word for that? Launch. The rocket will launch at noon. So basically, it's going to send something into the air with a big force. So it's going to take off into the air. That one should be pretty easy, right? Let's look at the next one. Please don't blank the wild animals in the jungle. Some do not like being so close to people. Ooh, there's another clue right here. Being close to people. So maybe don't go near. All right, so please don't go near the wild animals. Okay. Let's see, a word for something to go near would be approach. I am going to approach the dog carefully because he doesn't know me. Please don't approach the sleeping baby. He might wake up. So don't go near or be close. Okay, that's a good one. When you blank the colors together, you will have a new color. Well, I know Miss Murchison has probably said this word to you before, but when you do something to the colors and you put them together, what do you usually do that? It's called when you mix them together. And another word for mix is blend, okay? And I'm pretty sure you guys have heard the word blend a lot, especially like going to maybe Starbucks or somewhere and getting a smoothie, and you blend the smoothie. So you're blending a whole bunch of things together and you make something brand new. So when you blend the colors together, you will have a new color. All right, let's go to the 7th one. The blank is loose on your bike and needs to be fixed before you can ride it again. Well, what is on your bike that sometimes can get loose? Because I know when I was riding a bike, it was pretty tough. And there was that thing. Oh, that's called a what? It's called a chain. And I didn't even need to write it down because there it is. The chain is loose on your bike and needs to be fixed before you can ride it again. Now, a chain, not only do you know it from being on your bike, but basically it is just a row of links joined together. Okay, so you can have a chain necklace or maybe a chain to tie something up to your tree. Okay, so it's not only for a bike. All right, let's look at the 8th word. We're getting close. We had a blank time at your birthday party. We enjoyed all the games and we were able to play. Okay, so it has something to do with maybe feeling good, because if they enjoyed the games, so they had maybe a good time, right? So we can say we had a good time, maybe a great time. So those are some, maybe an excellent time. So these are some really good words, synonyms of, maybe enjoying yourself. And here's another synonym, would be the word swell. Some of you have also heard this word swell. It's a homophone. So we have the same word that sounds the same, but has a different meaning. We first know swell as maybe you bump your head or something, and the piece of it starts to swell up and get bigger. But this word swell means that you're having a good time. So, or something is excellent or fine or nice. So we had a swell time at your birthday party. Or when my cat wants to come and purr and snuggle with me, I feel very swell inside. Number 9, the flowers under the weight of the snow. The flowers blank under the weight of the snow. The blooms almost touch the ground. So when you have something that weighs a lot and is pushing down on you, kind of what happens to your body? You kind of like sink down, or maybe kind of get pushed down, right? Well, if we're talking about flowers especially, what happens when a flower goes like this? It droops. So the flowers droop under the weight of the snow. The blooms almost touch the ground. That one was pretty easy. All right, here's our last one. The magician said, the rabbit in the hat will blink right before your eyes. Well, we know that if we see magicians and things will blink in front of our eyes, they usually disappear, right? They usually disappear. And so another word for disappear would be vanish. The rabbit in the hat will vanish right before your eyes. Poof. Okay. Sometimes things vanish, like we'll say, where did my pencil go? Ah, it disappeared. It vanished in mid. I don't remember where I put it. Sometimes people like your mom or your dad, I know I do it. My keys will vanish and I don't know where they went. I swear I just had my keys right here. So things vanish all the time. So that means something is disappearing. All right, guys, this is your week 3 for March Vocabulary Alley. I want to see some really good word nerds out there. Bye.